Welcome. In this video, we are going to discuss what is position vector. How would you write the distance between 2 points x1, y1, z1 and x2, y2, z2 in vector form? So what is position vector? As the name suggests, it shows the position of a point. The vector which shows, which describes the position of a point or position of a body is called the position vector. Now to define the position, we need some coordinate system. So in the Cartesian system, if the coordinate of a point P is x, y, z. So to define the position of this point, we need some vector. Let us say I define the position of a particle 5 km north. So I say that this point P is 5 km north from this point. That means I need a reference point from where I can measure the distance, that is 5 km north. But the same point can be said at 10 km east from another point. That means the reference point is important. So from where I have measured. So that means to know the position of a point P, the position of reference point is important. So here we will describe the reference point as O, or the origin. So the vector joining origin and point P is called the position vector of this point. So what are these coordinates x, y, z? X, y, z are three coordinates. Suppose these are x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So x, y, z is the x is the x component here, y is the y component here, and z is the z component here. What does they mean? They mean to reach the point P, I need to move x distance along x-axis, y distance along y-axis, and z distance along z-axis. So that means I have to move x distance x-axis, y distance along y-axis, and then z distance along z-axis. But the distance along x-axis is x, and the unit vector along x-axis is I cap. The unit vector along y-axis is j cap, and the unit vector along z-axis is k cap. So if I move x distance along x-axis, that means the vector quantity will be xi cap. Now if I move y distance along j-axis, that means the vector quantity will be yj cap. And also if I move z distance along k-axis, that means the equivalent vector quantity will be zk cap. Now I have to move x this distance, or you can say the x distance in this direction, y distance in this direction, z distance this direction. To add up, I will reach at point P. That means it is the vector defining position OP. OP is the position vector. So position vector can be defined as R equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap if x, y, z are the coordinates of the system and the position vector is defined with respect to point O, the origin. So it is xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. Now if I move further, how would you write the distance between 2 points x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2 in vector form? What does they mean? If I have 2 points x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2, I let us say this point P is x1, y1, z1, and this point Q is x2, y2, z2. So this line PQ can be drawn, and the vector is this one, PQ vector. In other words, we can say that we have to find the position vector of Q with respect to P. Earlier, there are 2 points. The position vector of P has been found with respect to the origin O. The points are 2, the 0, 0, 0, x, y, z. These points are replaced by x1, y1, z1 and x2, y2, z2. Now what we say? We have to find the position vector of Q with respect to point P. Now, in an earlier discussion, we know that the position vector of P with respect to origin O, I can write directly, that is OP. So I can write OP equal to, the coordinates are x1, y1, z1. That means the position vector will be x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap. I also know the position vector of Q can be written as OQ. So OQ can be written as x2I cap plus y2j cap plus z2k cap. Now, in this triangle OPQ, in the triangle OPQ, what is mean? The vector OP. That means this vector OP when added to vector OPQ, that means head of OP vector is joined with the tail of PQ vector. That means OP plus PQ, which will be equal to OQ. So OP vector plus PQ vector equal to OQ vector. So PQ will be equal to how much? OQ minus OP. So PQ will be OQ minus OP. What is OQ? OQ is x2I cap plus y2j cap plus z2k cap minus how much? x1I cap plus y1j cap plus z1k cap. Now we can write down the similar terms together. That means it is x2 minus x1I cap plus y2 minus y1j cap plus z2 minus z1k cap. So this is PQ. That is the vector joining PQ can be written in the vector form such as x2 minus x1I cap, y2 minus y1j cap and z2 minus z1k cap. So this is the answer of this question. The notes in the PDF form can be found in the description. Thank you.